What's going on YouTube? This is Wayne with Wayne's Fish World. Today we're going to be talking about a species known as the Royal Gramma. The Royal Gramma is a small nano fish which gets approximately 3 inches fully grown. These fish do originate from the Caribbean Sea and they are a basslet. So when you keep them in your tank, you're going to want to make sure you only keep one. Even though the Royal Grammas can be very, very peaceful to other fish, the small fish such as damsels, clownfish, and such other small fish that's same size or smaller, they can be quite territorial and aggressive to their own kind. So when you're keeping basslets or Royal Grammas, you want to make sure you only keep one in your even if you have a very large system, I would still make sure you only keep one in your tank. It's very rare when you have more than one get along in the same tank. Now, Royal Grammas do like to have a lot of hiding spots. This Royal Gramma's been in my tank for about 48 hours, and you guys can see that he's kind of hiding behind the rockwork. He's still getting accustomed to his own home now. This is his environment, and he's getting acclimated to it. Let me see if I can't get him come out a little bit by getting some food in the system. I recommend feeding New Life Spectrum to your fish. Now, Royal Grammas, speaking of feeding Royal Grammas, they are carnivores. They will take pellet food, they will take flake food, but you should really be feeding them a lot of meats. You can see when he came out, the colors on this fish, and you can see I haven't got him successfully to eat yet, but he was definitely thinking about it right there. And like I said, he's still a little bit skittish. When you first bring these fish home, they're going to be very, very docile. When you're bringing them home in the bag, they could be laying on their side, they could be breathing really hard. That's usually what Royal Grammas do. They're very, very timid when you first bring them home into your tank. But once they become adjusted to their environment, these fish are always out and being active in your tank. These fish are just a really beautiful little fish. They contrast in color so well. Like I said, you don't want to have more than one in your tank, but when you're housing more than one, they can get along with other small fish. They are reef safe. They're not going to hurt your invertebrates or clams or snails, shrimps, or anything like that. And you can see he was thinking about that flake right there. And let's just take a closer look on this fish. You can see the colors are just absolutely beautiful. And like I said earlier, this fish has been in my tank for 48 hours. Once he becomes adjusted in about a week, he's going to be more active. When you first bring these fish home, they could be hiding for maybe a day, 2 days, 3 days. That's natural with saltwater, especially if you're new to saltwater. Freshwater fish usually just come out right away. Saltwater fish, they've been through a lot. They've been to the ocean, to the retailers, to the wholesalers, to the pet store, now to your house. And they've had a long trip and they're a little bit scared. It's going to take time for them to come out and be social. Now, if you're keeping them by themselves, which I recommend getting a friend or two, 10 gallons, I would say, is the least if you're keeping it by yourself. If you're keeping this fish with a friend, I say a 20 gallon. If you want to keep a few other fish, a 30 gallon will be adequate for this fish. That's what I'm recommending, because you're not going to get one fish, especially with saltwater. You're going to want to get more. So 30 gallon minimum. These fish get 3 inches max. Temperature can be anywhere from 72 degrees to 80 degrees. Your salinity should be like any other saltwater fish. You should hover around 1.025. Your pH has got to be like 8.4. Same with any other saltwater fish. It's an excellent beginner fish, really pretty fish. That's pretty much it, guys. They're really easy to care for. Just give them a little bit of patience, give them some friends. Don't put more than one in a tank, 30 gallon minimum, and let it roll like that. They are carnivores too, so you want to make sure you feed them meaty foods like brine shrimp, frozen food, and etc., etc. Comment, rate, and subscribe, guys. If you want to see this channel grow, please share this video, because that's the only way this channel is going to grow, if you share it. So guys, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you liked the informational video. Later.